Mrs. Honeybee. Today, we will be exploring the world of Fortnite. All you have to do is close your eyes, get cozy, and listen to the sound of my voice. Mrs. Honeybee will be your guide. Let's begin. You are hovering high up in the air, slowly but steadily, inside a massive blue bus that is suspended by a turquoise hot air balloon. The gigantic hot air balloon is effortlessly carrying you and 99 other players in the Fortnite battle bus. Looking out the window, you can see a brilliantly green landmass below that is surrounded by shimmering blue water. The massive battle bus grumbles out mechanical noises and rumbles under your feet. It's a slow and consistent rumble that tickles the tips of your toes. You are so high up that this landmass is about the size of your hand. You look around the bus and see that everyone else is checking their packs and preparing to jump. So you do too. You place your backpack on the floor in front of you and unzip it open. What color is your backpack? Inside, you see a perfectly folded parachute laying on top. That's the parachute you'll use to float down, down, down to the greenery below. Take a breath in of the salty ocean air and breathe out with relief that you have your parachute ready to jump. You look back out the window. Now the brilliantly green landmass has turned into individual trees and bushes. You can now see houses, structures made of all different materials, and some players have already started parachuting out. You watch them sail smoothly down, excited. Where will you parachute down to? From the corner of your eye, you notice a bright light that looks like a tiny television screen. Wherever you look, this tiny television screen appears in the upper right side of your vision. Narrowing your eyes to get a more detailed look at the screen, you realize it's a map of all the locations telling you where you are at all times. Right now, you can see you're flying directly above Pleasant Park. This is a good place to start. You stand up tall and brave, with your hands clutching each of the backpack straps. You walk slowly to the front where everyone is jumping out one by one. You watch a couple of them sail down in anticipation of your jump. There's just one player ahead of you now. So you nod a thank you to the bus driver, and it's your turn. Your boots are on the edge of the platform. Your parachute is ready. You are ready. You bend your knees, and with all of your might, you jump out head first as far away from the bus as you can. You dove into thin air, high above the land, and can feel your body slicing through the crisp, salty air. You have your arms out wide like a bird. The force of the air pushes all your hair back with a whoosh. It's difficult to keep your eyes open, so you close them gently and enjoy this serene feeling of free fall before you reach back for your parachute. You reach one arm back and pull it out of your backpack, secure it to your shoulders and waist, and deploy it flawlessly. As the parachute fills up with air, you slowly turn upright and glide down, down, down to land feet first in Pleasant Park. It's important to be aware of your position and surroundings at all times in Fortnite. But what most players do not know is that it's just as important to be aware and attentive to your body, your mind, and your imagination. Those are your three most reliable defenses in this world and others. So your task throughout this adventure is to focus on them and to strengthen them. Doing so is a new strategy and one that will help you. You also have the map in the upper right corner of your vision to help you determine where you are in relation to everyone else. Standing here in Pleasant Park, take a deep breath in through your nose. A characteristic sense of pleasantness fills you. Hold it there in your chest. Then breathe out through your mouth. You were the only player that decided to land here, and you feel good about your decision. Starting from a pleasant place allows you to think and strategize clearly and can give you a perspective that other players do not have access to while they're rushing to destroy. Now you need to survey what you have and decide what you will do. Remember, you have three defenses: your body, your mind, and your imagination. The first thing to do is check in with your body to be aware of what's going on at all times, because that is how you'll succeed. Focus on feeling only your feet, your left foot, your right foot, and each toe individually. The grass is soft beneath you, and there's an imprint of your feet where you stand. Let yourself feel heavy here in the imprint of the grass. Focus now on your legs, your left leg, then your right leg. You will need to walk, run, jump, and climb, so take the time to affirm how strong your legs are. Bring your attention to your belly. If your belly is tense or tight, let it soften. Place your hands on your belly and make sure it is squishy. With your hands here, you notice something around your waist. It's some kind of launcher. That will likely come in handy, so you put it back on your waist and continue to pay attention to your body. Your shoulders are strongly supported by your spine, which is as tall as it can be. You notice something hanging from your backpack strap that you didn't notice before. You twist to grab it from your shoulder blade. It looks like some kind of glowing device that connects to the launcher. You put it back because it seems useful too. Then you let your arms, wrists, and hands dangle beside you. Wiggle each finger able to softness. Focus your attention on softening your neck, your throat, and your cheeks. You are completely relaxed and peaceful in this pleasant place. The next thing to do is pay attention to your own mind. What thoughts are going through your head? Let all the thoughts come as they will and go just as they came. More than anything else in this world or others, you have the ability to control your thoughts. Thinking positive thoughts, which are also called affirmations, is an extremely powerful defense and strategy. An affirmation to think to yourself for this adventure is to spread love and kindness wherever you go. None of the other players will be using this strategy, so this is your secret weapon. Try saying that out loud to yourself, along with me. I will spread love and kindness wherever I go. Your challenge then is to maintain this affirmation and this feeling throughout the adventure. Lastly, it's time to check in with your imagination. Your imagination contains a very powerful defense and tool that you will need: your creativity. When you focus on your positive, affirming thoughts, you are able to solve problems that come up in supportive and creative ways without fear. Looking around at the brilliant greenery of Pleasant Park, in this state of peaceful calm, imagine all the things you will see and do on your adventure. There are endless possibilities in your imagination. When you focus your imagination on something good, that good something can find its way to you better. Imagine that your affirmation in your mind looks like a beaming light that shines from the top of your head high up into the air like a searchlight. That searchlight provides a well-lit path for good somethings to get to you, wherever you are. Keep this light beaming brightly, always. You are now ready to go. Let's review your defenses. You have a mind full of kindness and a heart full of love. You have the intention to spread those two things wherever you go, and you have a strong, brave body. You also have some sort of launcher, which is about the length of your arm, and you have some sort of glowing device that connects to it. You take both of these out now to assess them. When you look at the glowing device in your hand, it glows even more intensely. What color is it? You have a sense that they go together, so you fasten the intensely glowing device into the launcher. They snap together perfectly, and the whole thing glows intensely as you stare at it. This is a special tool that only you have unlocked in this game. It's a launcher that allows you to launch your intentions to build up and grow this world with love and kindness, while others focus on destroying and each other. Let's try it out in Pleasant Park. Holding the glowing launcher with both hands, you point it at a big, tall, shady tree with the intention to grow it even bigger so the other players can have more shade or climb it to take cover. You aim carefully and pull a little lever at the bottom. A small glowing beam darts through the air and creates a colorful orb around the big, tall, shady tree. Just then, you see the earth below the tree tremble as the trunk grows outward and the treetop pushes higher into the blue sky. You were able to grow it with your intention launcher. Take a moment to celebrate by doing your favorite emote now. Before you leave, harvest some of the new branches you grew for wood. You never know what you may need to build on your adventure. With the wooden material in hand, you begin to walk around Pleasant Park. You see a big soccer field with black goal nets on opposite sides of the field. There's something sitting by one of the goals. Is it a chest? You run over to it. It's a chest. Inside there are a bunch of bandages. You tuck them away and keep walking. You look to the upper right corner of your vision to see exactly where you are on the map. The land you are on is bright green on the map. You look around to see the ground view of the same bright greenery. The maps show you are surrounded by crystal blue water. You continue walking straight over a small dirt path and through trees that dot the hills. The map shows that you are making your way down to Risky Reels. The sun is shining down as you make your way through the hills of Pleasant Park. Take a deep breath of the grassy, sunny air in through your nose and out through your mouth. Enjoy this peaceful stroll to the next location. You can tell you're getting close to Risky Reels because you can see the gigantic white drive-in movie screen towering over the landscape supported by rusted metal beams. Before you can get there, you need to cross a narrow stream that runs through the area, dividing Pleasant Park and Risky Reels. The water is moving slowly and gracefully downstream and makes a quiet trickling sound as it jumps over pedals. The crystal blue water glistens in the reflection of the brightly shining sun. Walk over to the stream. Can you see your reflection in the clear water? You have the ability to build, and you have the problem of getting through this water. What do? You can build a short stair bridge over the water with the wood you gathered from Pleasant Park. You slowly lay out an imagined plan for how the stair bridge will look crossing over the trickling stream. Your imagined plan is in the form of a blue outline. Then, plank by plank, you build the stair bridge by filling in the blue outline. With each additional plank secured, you take a step forward, sturdily supported by it. Right foot, wooden plank, left foot, wooden plank. You do this until you cross the stream successfully. Now you're here in Risky Reels. There are a bunch of abandoned cars parked in front of the movie screen, so you head over there to gather the metal material. You walk through the entrance of the drive-in movie theater, past its bright red swooping arrow pointing inside. There are old shattered light bulbs along the edges of the arrow. Take a moment to imagine how the bright red swooping arrow sign used to look when it was outlined with the flashing light bulbs. Proceed walking through the entrance to the parking lot full of rusted cars, trucks, and even a motorhome. There are weeds growing triumphantly out of the dirt paths. Since the vehicles haven't moved in so long, nothing has trampled the weeds back down into the ground. You walk over to a large lime green and white motorhome that catches your attention. It has the most metal to harvest, so you begin doing that and stowing the material away. As you gather your metal material off of the motorhome, imagine what kind of road trips this motorhome has taken. Was it breezing its way down a mountain road once upon a time? Commotion from nearby interrupts your imagining, and you take what you can and quietly run away so you're not seen by other players. You look again to the upper right corner of your vision to see exactly where you are on the color map that looks like a vivid television. You ran away from the commotion so quickly that you didn't plan where you were going. It looks like you turned right and moved sideways along the greenery of the map. You're just about to come up to a brilliantly yellowish green place called Frenzy Farm. As you approach this place, you realize that the yellowish green color on the map is made of patchy grasses growing in between rows and rows of mounded dirt where crops used to be. What kind of crops do you think these were? Maybe bright red, juicy tomatoes? You imagine as you walk slowly down the middle between two of the long rows of mounded dirt. As you walk, some of the loose soil kicks up into the breezy, sunny air. Though the sun is shining, you can see the storm clouds beginning to thunder roll inland, far off in the distance, over the ocean of crystal blue water that surrounds you. You have some time until you need to get out of the storm's path. There are many trees with drooping, swaying leaves hanging down, as if they are tired after a frenzy. They gently sway back and forth in the breeze. You can see a wood barn to your left, and in front of that is a green bush with dense leaves that you cannot see through. Just then, you hear commotion and explosions as a group of other players approach. You don't want to engage, so you take cover in the bush, crouching down quietly. None of the other players can see you here. The bush is a good place to hide for you and other players, so you decide to leave some bandages here in case anyone else needs them while they take cover. The commotion fades as they pass you unseen. You hop out of the bush and, with kindness, want to make it an even better place for someone else to hide. You take out your glowing launcher and point it at the bush with the intention of making it even bigger, perhaps to hide a team. You pull the lever on the bottom, and another small glowing beam darts through the air. It encircles the bush with a colorful orb that grows the leaves more and more outward. Now it's the perfect hiding and healing place. You did exactly what you set out to do with intention. Take a moment to celebrate by doing your favorite emote now. You continue walking in the same upward direction, away from Frenzy Farm, according to the map, heading toward the power plant. You can see a sooty gray smoke billowing out over the crystal blue water from here, from 2 cooling towers. The cooling towers are massive, cylinder structures that radiate a thick neon purple line out of their tops. What's coming out of the power plant? You're heading there to find out. According to the map in the upper right corner of your vision, the power plant is upriver from you. You have some leftover wood from the tree you grew earlier, so you decide to make a flat wooden raft with a single wooden oar to help you steer yourself upriver. You slowly lay out an imagined plan for how your raft will look in a blue outline. Then, plank by plank, you fill out the blue outline, building your raft exactly as you intended. You quickly build your oar in the same way. Once you're done, you hop on your raft, carrying your oar. As you hop onto your wooden raft, it moves with you, making waves in the still river that radiate outwards. You steady your raft by balancing both sides, focusing on your strong spine, which also holds both sides of your body steady. Take a deep breath of the misty, sunny air in through your nose. Imagine that you are breathing the air directly into your spine for more balance. Then breathe out big through your mouth. Now you are ready to raft yourself upriver. You take the oar in your right hand, dip the curved side of the tip into the water, and push back the crystal blue water in a swinging motion toward the back of the raft on your right side. Your strong arms are able to move you on the raft through the water. You switch the oar to your left hand, dip the curved side of the tip into the water, and push back the crystal blue water in a swinging motion toward the back of the raft on your left side. You repeat this motion: right, left, right, left, until you arrive at the cooling towers. You hop off the raft to begin exploring the power plant, which is on a cliff overlooking a crystal blue ocean that meets the thundering storm clouds at the horizon. It's still sunny here, so you have time to explore. Up on the cliff, you can see where the river you just crafted through leads into the ocean. You can also see the neon purple emanating from the cooling towers. There's a fence that guards the cooling tower base, but you can see an opening around the corner where a neon purple liquid is spilling out into the ocean. There is a chemical smell around the power plant, and this neon purple liquid does not seem like it should be mixing with the pristine, crystal blue ocean water. That's when you remember that you have metal material from risky reels. You have a toxic liquid spilling off into somewhere it shouldn't, and you have a bunch of metal to build with. What do? Let's make something to trap the toxic liquid and make sure the ocean water stays clean. You quickly lay out a blue-line plan for a gigantic bin that will collect the toxic neon purple liquid and direct it back into the cooling tower. You slowly fill out the blue-line plan with each piece of lime green and white metal you harvested from the road-tripping motorhome. Success! You have now diverted the toxic waste from the power plant and cleaned the ocean. You climb down the cliff to the shore and enjoy the again crystal blue waters of the ocean as the tide crashes on the sand. Looking out over the horizon, you see a big boat to your right. There are fishing poles leaned up against them. You run over to the boat and hop aboard. You grab one of the fishing poles and tuck it away with your other supplies in case you need it. You relax and enjoy the boat ride down to dirty docks. The ocean splashes up in waves from under the quick-moving boat, and you can taste the saltiness of the ocean in the breeze. You look again to the upper right corner of your vision to see exactly where you are on the color map that looks like a vivid television. Your boat ride took you down the blue of the map all the way to dirty docks. You steer the boat into one of the docks and use a rope to secure it to the wooden dock. Still on the boat, secured to the dock, you roll with the serene waves as they come in from the expansive, crystal blue ocean. This is such a peaceful scene that you decide to fish off the side of this boat to enjoy the sunshine a little longer. The thundering storm clouds are moving closer and closer toward the land, and you know you'll have to move quickly to get to the eye of the storm at the center of the map. But for now, you enjoy fishing. You toss the fishing pole back over one shoulder and cast it forward swiftly, releasing the fishing line into the water. You can see a school of fish just below the surface of the water, so something good must be buried here. You wait there for something to catch the line. While you wait, take a deep breath in of the salty air through your nose. As you inhale the ocean air, imagine that your chest becomes as big and expansive as the salty ocean you're breathing in. Then breathe out through your mouth and push all the air out. As you relax into that big breath, you see bubbles bubbling up to the surface of the water. Just then, something tugs on your line. You quickly start reeling the fishing line back in toward you with your strongest arm because it's heavier than you anticipated. You spin and spin the handle of the fishing pole around and around, to bring whatever you caught towards you on the boat. Once it's at the boat deck, you pull it up with both hands. You have fished up a rare treasure, Cupid's crossbow. Holding it between your two hands, Cupid's crossbow is dripping ocean water as it gleams golden in the dimming sunshine. You can see little pink hearts all over it. You know, with your kind intentions, this love-filled crossbow can help other players experience the same loving heart and positive affirming mind that you do. You tuck the crossbow away for the moment as you decide what to do next. Right next to the dock where the boat is secured, you see a towering orange crane. If you climb to the top of that, you can surely see other players and maybe deliver some loving kindness to them with Cupid's crossbow and your intentions. You run up to the crane and start climbing it. You grasp your right hand tightly around the metal and pull yourself up. Then you reach out your left hand as high as you can, grasp the metal, and pull yourself up. You reach and pull, right hand, reach and pull, left hand, until you're all the way at the top and able to stand on the crane. You are high above the world and can see the entire landscape. It's beautiful up here. The storm clouds are approaching and casting the sky in a rich orange setting sun color. You scan the landscape and see several other players who look like they need loving kindness. You pull out your Cupid's crossbow and send out loving kindness in all directions from high up above. You know your lovingly kind intention got to 3 of the other players because they are suddenly surrounded by a pink glow, and you can see little red hearts shooting out from their chests. They stop what they're doing off in the distance and enjoy a calming peace that washes over them. You are happy that you can help the other players and spread love and kindness wherever you go, like you intended. A loud clap of thunder interrupts this peaceful feeling. The storm is heading fast toward this direction, so you quickly climb down, down the crane and pull up the map. The eye of the storm will be in the middle of the weeping wood. You run in the direction of the woods where you can be in the protective eye of the storm. You are nearly out of breath when you arrive at the weeping woods. You breathe in a deep breath of the misty forest air through your nose to stabilize your breathing. Hold it steady in your chest, then breathe out through your mouth. You are safe here under the thick canopy of trees. The storm is taking over all around you, and you are very tired from your adventure through Fortnite Battle Royale. What place do you think you will finish in? Amidst the trees, you see a rickety wood watchtower that extends high into the air. Even above the densely green treetops that are now swaying in the wind from the approaching storm. You climb up into the watchtower to see how many players are around you. You look and look in all directions, but you don't see anyone else around. Just then, you hear rustling through the forest floor. Looking closer, you can see the 3 other players that you sent loving kindness to with Cupid's crossbow. All 3 of them are smiling as they excitedly run to meet you from all different directions. You take a moment to look over the world and see all the things you built, all the love and kindness you spread, and you feel good about your contribution to this world. You are safe in the eye of the storm, and your allies are running towards you to their own safety. With your intentions, you have created a team of lovingly kind people. When they arrive, you 4 form the last team standing with an entire world built up full of loving kindness for you to enjoy. Without even realizing it, you have won the game. Everyone else was so focused on winning by destroying that they all destroyed each other. You and your team won while focusing your attention on being kind. Victory Royale is yours. Take a moment to celebrate by doing your favorite emote now. Now you can rest easy knowing you won in a way that helped others. You and your team climb down the watchtower and form a small camp to rest for the night. You use the last of your wood to make and enjoy a cozy, crackling campfire. You are here on the peaceful shore of Lazy Lake, wearing your favorite skin. I am so happy you are here getting comfy and strategic with me. We can start by taking stock of all that we have to work with. You have an axe to collect material, and you have a fishing rod that you found leaning up against a nearby dock. You also have one last crucial item that you're not able to see. Place your hands over your heart, one on top of the other. Then let's take a big, slow breath in through our noses. Feel your chest rise and open with fresh air. When you cannot take in any more air, hold your breath in for a moment and feel your heartbeat once, twice, 3 times. Your best defense against the sometimes hostile and chaotic Fortnite world is right here with you. Use your tummy muscles to push all the air out through your mouth. Feel your chest lower back down and your breathing return to its natural rhythm as you decide what to do first. Just as you have everything you need in your own heartbeat, you also have that ability to get everything you will need to win the Victory Royale here at Lazy Lake. With your axe and your fishing rod in hand, let's take a look around to strategize. Slowly turn your head all the way to one side as far as you can stretch. You can see a still blue lake with little ripples in the water where healing fish are swimming and items are floating below the surface. Then slowly turn your head all the way to the other side. Over there, you can see other players off in the distance, and more importantly, a cozy campfire right beside you. Now bring your head back to a comfortable resting position. Make sure your neck is as straight as possible and your shoulders are far away from your ears. So we can begin collecting materials and building defenses. Take one last moment to make sure your whole body is as comfortable as possible, all the way from the top of your head, down your neck, spine, and hips, to the bottom of your toes. Your best strategy in Fortnite, as in other worlds, is to use your resources wisely to best handle whatever comes your way. Let's use the fishing rod to see what items we can catch from the lake. As you swing the fishing rod back behind you to cast a line way out into the middle of the lake, take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest rise with fresh air and the fishing rod pull as far back as it can. Then use your tummy muscles to push all the air out through your mouth. And use that same strength to cast the fishing line as far into the middle of the lake as you can. Feel your chest lower back down and allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. The line lands in the lake with a little splash. That splash causes ripples to form in the once smooth water. One small ripple slowly grows outward and gets bigger. Then another smaller ripple follows behind and does the same. Then another and another. These tiny rippling waves continue until the water once again calms itself. In time, the lake smooths back out to be just as it was, shimmering in the sunshine. Stressful situations can feel like these disruptive, rippling waves that grow bigger as they grow outward. A stressful moment can grow into a stressful day when we forget that we, like the lake, can always calm and smooth ourselves back out to shimmer in the sunshine of our beating hearts. You finally feel a tug on your line. You got something. Let's take another big breath in to reel the fishing line back in. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest rise up strong and reel the fishing line all the way back to you. Then use your tummy muscles to push all the air out through your mouth. And use that same strength to pull the chest that you snagged on the line up to the shore. Feel your chest lower back down and allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. You got several fish, plenty of metal, a bush, and you got a legendary chug jug for maximum healing if necessary. Around the cozy campfire, which is another healing item, let's build a metal healing room with stairs inside to be used as a lookout point. Metal is the strongest material available, so let's use all the strength we have to protect and heal ourselves. Let's collect some wood from the lake dock and use that as a floor for our healing room. You swing your axe as hard as you can against the wood dock, switching arms with each swing. Right side, left side, right side, left side. With enough wood harvested, we can head to the base of a small mountain where the room can be as hidden from view as possible. On the soft grass, construct the square wood floor. Now we can build a metal wall with a door so we can go in and out. Construct that so it's sturdy. We just need 3 more standard metal walls to make the rest of the room base. Construct the second wall, then the third, then the last. Great job. On the opposite side of the cozy campfire, on the same wall as the door, let's build a simple staircase out of wood that we can use as a lookout point. Construct the staircase now. Having the stairs above the door will be helpful if anyone makes their way into this room. Then we are high up and can see them before they see us. Lastly, let's put a strong metal roof on top of our healing room. We fished out scraps of metal in the lake chest that will work perfectly. Standing on the stairs, construct the metal pyramid roof now. From up on the stairs, you can see out through the spaces between the scrap metal that makes up the roof. You are high enough up to have a good vantage point. As our last defense, let's place the bush we caught in the chest outside of the room in case the room gets taken over somehow. That way, we will have a safe place to hide. After you set up the bush as your last resort hiding spot, head back into your healing room through the door. Close it tightly behind you to create a quiet, protective place that you built for yourself with the resources you had. Next to the crackling fire, take one last deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest rise with the healing from the campfire. When you cannot take in any more air, hold your breath in for a moment and feel your heart beat once, twice, 3 times. Then use your tummy muscles to push all the air out through your mouth. As you breathe out, take a moment to thank yourself for all the work you did in Fortnite and in life to calm and heal yourself. Feel your chest slowly lower all the way back down and allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. You can rest easy here knowing that you're ready for whatever Fortnite or life brings your way. Whenever you want to strengthen your defenses against a sometimes chaotic world, you can remember our time together in the world of Fortnite. I am so happy to spend time with you because there's no one in this whole world like you. I hope you can use what you learned here to be the best you possible. Always remember, Mrs. Honeybee believes in you. You are special and you are loved. I can't wait to see you again.